Alrighty, folks. So I'm going to do a part 3. It's almost 11. It's almost 11:15 on Thursday night. I'm going to do a part 3 on Get It Down, A minor pentatonic. You'd have to look at 1 and 2 to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing now. So I got a basic track. One thing when you start playing, if you're going to do it, this is about instrumental stuff, no cover stuff. It's about your own, finding your own creativity. That's always what my videos are about. And so getting down your pentatonic on the whole fretboard, learning some of the different things. There's a lot more than what I'm putting on these videos, you know. But at least if you do the ones I got in there, it'll give you quite a bit to say. And I'm going to try to just stay with the pentatonic because that's what I've been teaching on in those first 2. But I want to automatically start playing modally, which is the diatonic and other things. But I'm going to restrict myself to keeping it bare bones simple. So an important thing when you start creating on your own, here's a simple track. It's in the middle of it now. And this is what you want to do if you're going to learn to create and you're working to get the whole thing down on the entire fretboard. This is the kind of thing you want to go after. You don't want to play to a bunch of grooves, a rock groove that's 3 or 4 or 5 chords or whatever. You want to do 1 chord. That's going to put a demand on you to create. You know, because you might come up with a couple things and say, well, that's all there is. No. Yeah, you want to dig as deep as you can. Of course, this track speaks of playing diatonic scale and octaves and diads and arpeggios and all this other shit. We're just talking about getting strong at just the pentatonic. So listen to whatever track you come up with. Listen to this one. And try to record yourself when you're practicing to a track and then play it back so you can hear what you really sound like. And practicing, phrasing, just going from one block to the next. I'm having a difficult time trying to create something to it because, you know, I want to play modally and I want to put in tension notes in it, you know, and do all these other things. But this is a lesson, it's not a performance. So I'll start at the beginning. So you find yourself a track that's like 1 chord or 2 at the most, because this one does have where it does a D in there, kind of. You can hear it. So it's just got that in it. Other than that, it's just an A minor chord. All right, and you don't necessarily have to emphasize playing a phrase to that, but it would be cool to do that. It'd be good practice for when you start doing other chord progressions and grow in your creativity. you'll want to to be good, you'll want to enhance whatever's going on with the track. But this lesson's about being able to move in, weave in and out of the blocks of the A minor pentatonic and create phrases. You know, it's going to be rough at first. Whatever I do right now, I might screw up and it might suck because I didn't sit down and rehearse anything and work anything out. I'm focusing on teaching. Things how I'm moving. So you want to work parts 1 and part 2 have showed you all the blocks of the pentatonic, and you know, working and getting those down. And I also went over it 6 counts and 5 count, and then I also went over the hammer on pull up, that kind of thing, so you can move. This lesson's about that. Now start taking those things and stepping out and moving with them from block to block. Use 3 notes of string, whatever you want. You know? I do a lot of that. I do a lot of hammer on pull off. A lot of pull off and slide from one block to the next. Or hammer on and go up. That kind of thing, because I got a lazy right hand. But if you want to just really get into being slick with the picking hand, that's fine too. I do that on some, you know, heavier upbeat stuff. But I'm not impressed with any of that, you know. It's more impressive to nail a phrase. Those kind of things, you know. And in my earlier parts 1 and 2, I showed you about using the baby finger a lot. You know? That kind of thing, you know. You see how much I use the baby finger? A lot. And because it helps me not have to move or stretch a hand. So this is the part 3, is start phrasing to a simple track. Thing, okay? So start taking your pentatonic and move, you know, through all the scale blocks of the pentatonic. Get to where you don't have to play in one spot and then you got to move to find that other spot that the only 2 spots you spent time on. You get good at whatever you spend time on. So if you spend time learning every block of the entire A minor pentatonic and you spend time doing all those different counts, then you spend time playing to a simple track, you're going to get good on the entire fretboard, you know, and you don't have to be fast. You just get accurate with whatever you create for phrasing start with a simple track, then build up to something with more chords going on or whatever, you know. But you got to get the basics, build the foundation. You got to walk before you run. whatever. So that's part 3. Start taking, find a simple track, and then start phrasing to it and move in and out of the blocks with your pentatonic. And make it not sound like you're going up and down scales, you know what I mean? That's why parts 1 and 2, will help you with that, so you're not just going up and down. I'm having a hard time not just doing that now with just a pentatonic, because again, I want to play to this track doing modal stuff. You know, that's, you know, do to it, but keep it simple with the pentatonic and get to where you can play to a track, record yourself and play it back so you can hear what you really sound like. And don't get discouraged when you do it, just fix whatever you gotta fix. Boy, did I get discouraged when I first played back playing the tracks. I thought I was doing a lot better than I was, but that's how you grow.